Couple episodes ago there was an episode about PTSD, so this is a little update. How do I feel? I feel better. Worst part is planning. In France, people are planning everything like year ahead, like everything. And when I mean everything, like will not go hang out unless they have planned it like in months. When people are asking me like, so are you going to come to this event in December? And I'm like, December? Are we going to be alive in December? Because my goal is to live through the week. And I'm not sure about December yet. So it's really difficult. I still feel like I will never be able to feel the same or to feel as happy as I was before the war. I also was watching an interesting podcast about PTSD recently. A psychiatrist, he was Ukrainian, so he talked mainly about the problem that we have today with Ukrainian war. He talked about interesting numbers, said that today most of the numbers of people who suffer from PTSD are from the civilians and from people who live abroad. Usually when it comes to war, we have a lot of PTSD coming from the soldiers, but not in the case where there's a lot of social support to the soldiers. So he said that because our army and our soldiers get a lot of, like, they are heroes, which they really are, and they get a lot of support from community. He said that today most of the people who suffer from PTSD are civilians. He said this is because they feel guilty that they don't do enough, regardless if they lived in Ukraine during the conflict or if they lived abroad but they had a connection with Ukraine. Not to look at it like, oh, PTSD, that means that you've probably been on the front line. But some people get PTSD because they watch news. Those people are the ones who get criticized the most if they share their feelings. Critics from the other civil people to other civil people that you don't do enough. How you are going to help if you are going to lay in your bed all day feeling guilty, feeling depressed, feeling like you don't do enough? How? You can't help unless you feel better. You can't really help if you feel guilty. And like, this is a circle. You feel guilty that you don't do enough, but then you can't really help if you lay all day in bed feeling like you are not good enough. Help your country, you actually have to first prioritize your own health and your own feelings. And one of my friends who is at the frontier line, he said to me, what's the point of me fighting and putting my life at risk if you are not living your life fully? This is what I'm fighting for. And this phrase is in my head all the time when I'm like, okay, I'm not doing enough. Horrible life, horrible day. It makes me reevaluate what I do, because if this is such a high price of my life and of my day, then maybe I should enjoy it. It's good on paper though. So I don't know if it's ever will be over, but I want you to know that you are not the only person who's suffering, and it's going to be okay.
Thanks for watching. Without comments, it's difficult for me to feel our connection in vlogs, so comment your thoughts under the video.